Greetings and salutations. It's your boy D.Boom. New weeks, new energies. I'm gonna do the Divine Feminine's general situation, general energies right now. Immediately after this, we're gonna do Divine Masculine situation, his energies for the week also. Only got 2 rants. First rant, specials. Doing deals until Thursday midnight. $35 reading, $75 life coaching. If you need to book ASAP. 2 slots for each. So I got 2 slots open for readings for $35 and 2 life coaching slots open for $75. Please, please, please book by Thursday midnight. If not, regular prices on Friday. I don't know why it be just time. People be missing them specials and stuff like that, but I put them up a lot for you to catch them. So like I said, if you can't catch them, regular price. If not, just I guess wait for specials, you know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure probably gonna do no specials until maybe Halloween or something like that. So if you want to catch a deal, be the perfect place to do it. You got 48 hours. Aside from that, head, shoulders, knees, and toes rant, we will begin. So head, that's swords, thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, the direction you go in, the decisions you make in, everything starts in the mind. And then we got cups, that's shoulders. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators of where you're going mentally. Heart and mind must be aligned with everything that you do. There ain't no skipping steps or half-assing. Who rules the heart and mind department? Cups and swords department. The divine feminine does. Then you got the wands. Wands are actions and behavior, things you're doing, things you've done, not what you finna do because you ain't did it yet. What you've done got karma and accountability attached to it. What you're doing has karma and accountability attached to it. What you finna do does not. Who's the king of wands? The divine masculine. Who's the queen of wands? You are divine feminine, and that's the signature of a divine. The wands. What makes the divine great? Their actions and behavior, not their pentacles, not what they have, not their status, not what they've attained, not anything in their possessions, actions and behavior. Then we got pentacles. Pentacles are persons, places, and things. These things you could taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. All pentacles expire. All pentacles have expiration dates, and all pentacles are temporary. Let's get with it. Feminine, first card in your message. We got the 8 of Cups. Now, this is my Patti LaBelle card, 2-part card. First part of this card is keeping your integrity up and your divinity up at all times. That's what makes it divine. Like Patti LaBelle. Her integrity is never in question. Her divinity is never in question. She don't just do secular music, she do church music too. She keeps God in everything that she does. She behaves and acts and moves just like a divine feminine. Compare any other diva to Patti LaBelle. Patti LaBelle is definitely going to stand apart. It's how she moves. You know, it's the type of God she serves. You know what I mean? Second part of this card is enterprise, which is what Patti LaBelle is doing. Patti LaBelle doesn't have to sign to no record label. She can sign her damn self. She don't need to drop an album for revenue. She's selling patty pies. She got a YouTube channel. She's doing verse battles out here, cooking channels, all types of stuff. She's very, very seasoned, so age ain't got jack to do with anything. You know what I mean? She's a Christian lady that just did an interview on Drink Champs. You know what I mean? She can fit in any category. She's like a modern day chameleon. You know what I mean? And because of the great works that she did, she will always be remembered and reverenced as the divine queen that she is. So in a world full of Beyoncé's, Rihanna's, Jocelyn Hernandez's, Sexy Reds, and motherfucking Megan Thee Stallions, you know what I'm saying? It'll pay to be a Patti LaBelle. Because, unlike everybody else I just named, they need to be part of the system to thrive. Patti LaBelle does not. Overall energy, divine feminines, get your Patti LaBelle on. Keep God in your life. Keep your integrity up at all times. Keep your divinity up at all times. And enterprise. You can never lose. So, for you divine feminists that's got enterprises, make that shit shake. Do shit the right way. Yeah, cheating kind of gets you a little further, but only temporary. yeah, skipping steps, hopping hoops, you know, but get you far like temporary, but in the long run, best to do things the right way. So feminine, just do things the right way. You are divine feminine, truly divine feminine. You're moving right. Then can't nobody question your integrity. If you're moving right, divine feminine, can't nobody question your divinity. And that's just fairly important. Bottom line, it's very important. We got the Fool card. Fool card represents being in a whole new world like Aladdin, or a place or space you ain't been at ever before. So it's kind of new and uncomfortable. Fool card could just be you were unaware. Unaware. Didn't know what the fuck was going on until you get aware of what is going on. More smoke on this Fool card. Four of Pentacles. So, bottom line, divine feminine, this is just a call to step into the new. Anything old, you Four Pentacles, holding on to, let that shit go. Four Pentacles is holding on too tight to anything. You know what I'm saying? And being afraid to let that go. I told you, what's a pinnacle? It's a person, place, or a thing that you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear that has an expiration date, that will expire, that is temporary. Don't hold on to shit. Pinnacles come and go. You know what I mean? Appreciate the pinnacles that ain't in your life no more. Appreciate the pinnacles that you do have, and appreciate, oh my God, appreciate the pinnacles that you're going to have. You understand what I'm saying? You can't hold on to shit. You've been that way before. Move forward. You've gone in that direction before. You know where that road leads. You've dealt with this person before. You know what to expect. Newness. Bottom line, feminine is all about newness. If you're in the same position you've been in, it's time for a change. You've been dealing with the same people you've been dealing with and getting the same result. You've been, I don't know, trying to grind the same grind and it's been the same result. You got to switch it up. Not switch it up to cheat. Not switch it up because everybody else switching it up. Switching it up because things need to be switched up. If you ain't got no newness in your life, then there ain't going to be no new beginning. And if there's no new beginnings, then you still got old endings to wrap up. Coming to the same thing. Feminine, directly, energy you coming into or energy you getting out of is the Seven of Wands. This energy was prevalent last week. Seven of Wands is your internal conflict. Your complexes, your woes, everything that's wrong with you. Everybody got something inside that they battling, that they dealing with. It's an internal battle. How do you heal yourself? You deal with yourself. How do you deal with yourself? You heal yourself alone. You fix your own problems. You fix your own self. It's no one else's job to fix you. Well, how do you fix yourself? Look at the Seven of Swords as kind of like a battle, right? This is your team, you and your squad. And this is your enemy. Seems like it's more them than you. Don't get discouraged. You're way better fighters. They're novices. And it's all about location. So get a bird's eye view of this battle. I don't know, climb on top of a tree, climb on top of a mountain. If you was an archer and you can get on higher ground, you can eliminate them before they even come to you. If you send this group to the other side, then you can bottleneck them and tear them down. Once again, y'all way better fighters. These are just farmers and factory workers with arms. Y'all train killers. You understand what I'm saying? It's like two ninjas battling 5 Roman soldiers. You know, they're going to be in line. They're going to be marching right up to it. Ninjas are incognitus. They're going to be hiding somewhere. Guerrilla warfare. You know what I mean? Just because there's more enemies or more people or more drama or more anything that you're facing, it don't mean shit. It's all about the location and your perspectives. Get a bird's eye view of your internal conflict so you know how to handle it. I.e., ascend. Higher you go up, I'm telling you, you go on an airplane, like Chicago. Chicago's a big city on the ground, but as soon as you get on that motherfucking plane, it turns into a dime. It turns into a county. It turns into prairie land and lines and shit. You know what I mean? Everything gets smaller the higher you go up. And don't sweat the small stuff. Guess what? Everything is small. Healing. Feminine, you need healing. And this healing needs to be done alone. Can't nobody heal you. They can assist in your healing. They can aid in your healing. They can help in your healing, but they can't heal you. Your heart is inside your chest. So whatever's going on with you internally, you have to fix. Subconscious to that. Shit you don't see. Things that are kind of indirect here. We got the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So, once again, this is you. This is something else in your face, in your space, or in your cipher. For those who think that the only way they can heal themselves is with something else in their life or someone else with them, you know what I mean? You highly mistaken. This is you. This is what you bring into the table of life. This is you and what you got to offer. This is you and what you can do to help yourself. If you are looking for another person to heal you, if you are looking for another person to make your life better, if you are looking for another person, place, or thing to save you, to change you, to evolve you, to anything, if you're going outside yourself for anything, then, like I say, number one is going to be karma to that, and number two, you're just going to be highly disappointed. A lot of you feminists, not talking to all of y'all, but a lot of y'all think it takes something else to heal yourself, something else for enlightenment, something else for clarity, something else for help. Then you only hurt yourself. Feminine, you directly, when it comes to yourself, feminine role. This is all about you, Divine Feminine. We got the Ace of Swords. This is Ascension. What's Ascension? It's going up. What's up? God is what's up. I told you, the higher you go up, the less people that's around. So if you're on an ascension journey looking for someone else, this is you, someone else, to heal you, you highly mistaken. And God ain't something else. God is the King of Swords. God is a sword. God is mental. I told you swords, that's thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, the direction you go in, the decisions you're making. God, which is the King of Swords in my deck, is a personal relationship you have. God is in the mind. If we didn't have brains, God wouldn't indwell it. You understand what I'm saying? That's what makes us human beings. The fact that God indwells our mind. And God indwells the mind of everybody. This ascension path, the spiritual journey, finding your path, finding your purpose, finding your divine lover, divine counterpart, anything in the spiritual ascension realm, it's going to be done mostly, mainly alone. It's going to be done mostly, mainly alone. Can nobody fight your battles for you? Even though I'm a psychic and I can help you find your path and purpose, I'm not going to like, hey, this is your path and this is your purpose. Congratulations, get on that. No. You find your path and purpose. I'm here to help. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you book me to confirm if your twin flame is a real twin flame, like if they're actually your twin flame. It's like, yeah, I can confirm that, but you still got to go on the demo. Like, I'm like Morpheus. Like, I can show you to the door, but you're the one that's got to walk through it. Ascension is all about solo. Your path is your path. So, ascension. True ascension. It's a solitary journey. It's a lonely journey. And if you can't stand being alone, then this journey is going to be very hard for you. That's why people need to go on this journey to at least learn how to be alone. Told you, average person ain't never been alone. People that's been in relationships since junior high. It's people that have had another person in their cipher, in their place, and in their space, and in their face since they were in junior high. They never did shit by themselves. They always had help. They always had someone there. Others don't have anybody. Others are forced to deal with things by themselves. Others are in relationships like that. Others are solo dolo, like myself. Ascension. It's time to go up, Divine Feminines, because personally, it's just about that time. And the higher you go up, I'm telling you, the more you're going to evolve. The higher you go up, I'm telling you, the more people are going to shake by the wayside. When you really ascending in this ascension process, friends are going to drop. Family is going to drop. You're going to look around and be solo by your motherfucking self, holding on. This twin flame thing is just built for you to be the best person you can be. Any spiritual journey is built for you to evolve yourself. It has nothing to do with another person. Even though you have a twin, you're still your own individual. Your twin is their own individual self. If I could put it in percentages, this twin flame shit is just 20% of your life. It's the icing on the cake. The cake, the 80%, that's your whole life. So twin flame is just icing on the cake. They're not part of your cake. They have their own cake. And you're icing on theirs. You've never seen a cake with 80% icing, 20% cake. There's no type of substance in that. If it was just all about your twin flame shit and not about your life. All about your karmic situation shit and not about your life. All about other people, but not about yourself. Subconscious, but you don't see divine feminine with yourself. You got the Seven of Pentacles. This is the Reread card. This was out last week. It's ever present. R-E-R-E, that's the Reread card. This is reversing a move, relocating, removing people out your life, releasing people, finding relief within yourself, rekindling some shit, reunion for some, rehab for some, relapse for some, rehashing on some shit, you know, reversing a move, redirecting yourself, reconnecting dots, whatever it is. There's 7 rereads you're going to need to do to get your life back on track. A life is an 8 of Pentacles. That's shoes on your feet, clothes on your back, comfortable bed you're sleeping on, the 4 walls you call your shelter. Your job is in your life, your kids is in your life, your crib is in your life, your accessories and the little things you have is in your life. And that's a B. 80%, that's a B. The average person don't got a life. So when you have a life, appreciate the life that you have. It's people who have everything but have nothing. And it's people who have nothing but have everything. I know bums living their best life, doing more with nothing than people, millionaires, billionaires who have everything, who ain't doing shit for no one outside themselves. This is a 70%. It's a C. It's passing, but it ain't a good standing. It's trying to put some things in your life in review. There's a lot of shit that's up for review in your life, and you really need to recognize that and release it and, you know, return back to yourself ready to change. As far as the masculine role, feminine, you directly in regards to the masculine energy, you got the 7 of Cups. This is the Pimp Cup Chronicles. It's the step after the 6 of Cups, which is the sauce card in my deck. 6 of Cups is the sauce. Sauce, that's your steed. That's your essence. That's what makes you you. Everybody is saucy. Everybody is somebody. God loves everybody the same. Even people that don't even reverence or acknowledge God, He still fuck with you a long way. We all have a fair shot at this thing called life. Everybody has a shot to ascend. Our only main mission really is to ascend from this earth. That's our main objective. But a lot of people get shit fucked up. Get so caught up in the world that they end up losing their soul in this bitch. Stuck. Told you, we're divine. We was at another place before we came here. When we do our job, we're going to go to another place. There's 7 trillion inhabited planets in this vast galactic universe. God's job is never done. The odds of you going straight to heaven from earth is slim to none. That's for saints. Real saints. That's for, like, people who molded and shaped the world. Only the cream of the crop, the best of the best, can fuck around and go to heaven from here. This is a lower level realm of existence. I'm telling you, you gotta be the shit biscuits to pass in this realm and go to Havana, the central owl of the universe, which is heaven. Real location. Hell doesn't exist, nigga. I will argue. You know what I mean? Might be a realm within this earth, but it ain't no location. Pimp Cup Chronicles, that's just taking something in you and giving it to the world because they need that shit. Everybody's saucy, 6 of Cups, but you still got to differentiate yourself, 7 of Cups, from everybody else. When it comes to the masculine, divine feminine, you need to learn how to differentiate yourself from everybody else. How do you do that? Going back to the overall energy. Pay the bill card, which happens to be the card after the Pimp Cup Chronicles, right? Steps, nigga. Processes. Keep your divinity up at all times. Keep your integrity clean at all motherfucking times. And enterprise. You enterprise so you don't need help from other people. Make yourself independent so you ain't codependent. Make your own money so you ain't got to spend somebody else's. So you ain't utilizing everybody else's resources but your own and shit. You know what I mean? If your integrity is up to par, then can't nobody pull your divine card. Can't nobody, like, they can lie, they can throw rumors out the ass, but it can't affect you or don't apply to you because your actions and behavior speak for itself. 7 of Cups. This is just your contribution, divine feminine, when it comes to your divine masculine or your karmic masculine or the masculines in your life. So when it comes to your divine masculine, divine feminine, like I said, be yourself unapologetically. Don't let your masculine change you. You can't change your masculine, can you? Yeah, don't let him change you. He be she be he, not how we rocking. You need to have a good influence on your masculine to where when you're not there, your presence is still felt. You need to have a profound effect on your masculine emotionally. So when he try to pull a doppelganger move, try to get someone like you but not you so he can do shit he can't do with you, he can be a she be he, you know how we rocking. They'll feel the difference. Like I said, you'll know the difference between a Coca-Cola and like a Special K Cola Pop from Aldi. It's a big difference between A1 steak sauce and some bootleg ass steak sauce that just tastes like shit. Big difference between Douce and Fireball, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? It's about quality. Feminine. You are the quality. The world is filled with quantity. Differentiate yourself. You know what I mean? Deal with your masculine in a divine way. So you have a profound effect on your masculine. So whoever your masculine deal with, it ain't you. Divine feminine, have a profound effect on your karmic masculine. Because they can have any feminine in the world. Except you. It's like, trying to find the best example. It's like The Office, you know, when Pam finally starts dating Jim. And, you know, they keep it on the DL, shit like that. And Ryan, you know, he goes from being like the temp to the, CFO or some shit like that. Higher ranking position in administration within Dunder Mifflin. So, you know, he moves to New York. He's got like a high profile job. He's getting like $200 haircuts now. You know what I mean? Dwight and Michael Scott just all on Ryan Dick and shit, just amazed at his new position and shit. Meanwhile, you know, Jim, you know, been working on the low, you know, doing everything he can to kind of make a good impression felt on Pam. So it's like Ryan comes back to the office, you know what I mean, tries to spit game at Pam. And Pam kindly lets him know, oh, I'm sorry, it ain't nothing like that. I'm actually dating Jim. And he looks at Jim. Jim is like, motherfucker. Like, Michael Scott and Dwight was all on motherfucking Ryan Dick on how he could get any bitch he want. Apparently, not everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, feminine, you gotta make your impression felt so good that there's nothing like you. That when you're not there, your essence is felt. You know what I mean? It's the difference between. I'm trying to find the best way to put this. Yeah. Just the masculines in your life. And not just your divine masculine, your karmic masculine. Have a profound effect on your son. Like my hero, besides my twin flame, he's like my old man, my dad. My biggest hero is my mother. You know? I'm trying to do what she did and more. But she's done a lot. She's kind of set the bar pretty fucking high. But it's just a challenge that I would like to take on. A task that I would like to take on. You know what I mean? I admire my mom for a lot of shit that she's done. You know what I mean? I want to do just what she's doing. You know what I mean? Because she always had business. My first job was 6 years old, sweeping hair at my mother's barbershop, which was her first business. Well, not barbershop, salon. She had a hair salon. And she sold like accessories and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to be in the back just like playing Sega and shit, and then, you know, sweeping up the floor and shit. That's how I was making money. But I always liked the fact that my mom had her business, which made me want to start my own business. You know what I'm saying? I always liked the fact that my mom had a ministry, which made me want to start my own ministry. You know what I'm saying? I always liked how my mom's moved. That's why I'm trying to move like her. You know what I mean? I talk about my mom a lot. I talk about my twin a lot. My twin and my mother are like the two people I talk about the most because they are the most influential in my life. And they're cool as fuck, man. They're two dope individuals. Saying all that shit to say this. Mommy, start that business. Create that legacy. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You think it might be your daughter that's gonna like take over the family business and shit like that. Might fuck around and be your son. Your son is always your first protector too. You know what I mean? I just see a lot of feminists like your sons, especially you single mother. Because I was raised with a single mom. She all I had. She all I know. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of you feminists really doing good shit. And it's like your sons are peeping this shit. You think your son is ashamed of you. You think your son don't like you or he's getting to the age where he doesn't want to fuck with mom or hang with mom. In reality, your son fuck with you along with. Your son want to be just like your ass. Like, your son loves your go-get-itness. Matter of fact, what the fuck you are is what your son looking for in a wife. What your son looking for in a mate. I mean, that's what I'm looking for. I ain't looking for my mother. You know what I'm saying? But I do like a go-get-it-ass woman. My mother's a divine masculine, too, also. Yeah, I'm looking for a divine masculine woman. That's on her bee's knees. That's on her bee's nest. You know what I mean? That is a go-getter. That ain't no weak-minded bitch. I hate a weak bitch. I hate a weak bitch, bro. Weak-minded women make my dick soft. Women who grab life by the balls, nigga. Like, who just grab life by the horns, nigga. Who just go out here and get it. They just turn me the fuck off. It's like my job last night. All them skill skulls and hood rats in there and shit. Like, there's hella bitches in there. I mean, they got body. They thick as hell and shit like that. But it's like, I ain't even looking to make the right shit. Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying? I'm tired as hell. I go up in the motherfucking break room and go fill up my motherfucking water bottle with ice and shit. I work at a factory. I look to the left. I see this Muslim lady. She praying, doing this thing. Black chocolate looking thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I was cussing and shit on the phone, was acting ignorant. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even see her. She was just praying, doing her thing. Oops, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Walked out. Nigga, when she got up, bro, you know, she got the little, the head covering thing and all that. All I saw was just her face, bro, and just, nigga, I was like, that's the type of lady I like. You know what I'm saying? A woman with a fear of God, nigga, that shit turned me on like a motherfucker, Joe. A spiritual woman, nigga. A humble woman, nigga. That gets my rocks off. You hear me? Like, influence. You know what I mean? If you're a good woman, then you're gonna influence your son to want to get a good woman just like you. Or go get her just like you. But if you're a weak person, if you're not humble, whatever fatal flaws you have, the men who you're raising or influencing could be a brother, little brother, maybe you TT, who knows? Your influence. Be the best person you can be. So you can influence the people around you, mainly the men around you, to kind of get more reverence for the feminine by you being a good feminine. I can never say it ain't good women out here when it's chicks like my mom out here, when it's chicks like Shorty at work out here, when it's chicks out here. And I see them, you know what I mean? I see how they moving, you know what I'm saying? This woman doing some good shit out here, but, you know, a man only want a woman that they've been exposed to. So if all you've been exposed to is hood rats, sluts, hoes, and skios, that's what you're going to be looking for. You know what I'm saying? If all you know is to trick off to bitches, oh, I got money, I can always get a bitch. then that's just gonna be your mentality. They're just playthings, they're just pinnacles, and if you didn't have your money, you probably couldn't play the game that you playing with. But yeah, you know, feminine. When it comes to you and the men around you, just be the best divine feminine you can be. I told you, it's your actions and behavior that counts. You know what I mean? So when they get to looking at you and everybody else, all they can see with everybody else is what they have. Damn, I only fuck with her because of that. Damn, I only like her because of this. But when it comes to you, divine feminine, it's everything. What you don't see, subconscious to that, we got the Queen of Cups. This is my psychic card. You know what I mean? My X-Men card. Queen of Cups is dreams, visions, signs, synchronicities, writings on the wall. Or like I say, your power. Every divine has a power. It is good to identify what that power is. And just like X-Men, we don't have the same power. Everybody has a different type of power. You could be a psychic like me, but you ain't me though. Like I say, I'll take the coke challenge to any motherfucking psychic out here. Put me against anybody. I bet you I'm doper. It's my perception. It's what I've gone through. Example. And I move on. It's a big difference when you book with a psychic that's just all namaste. Like, all namaste. It's all good. There is no reality of non-namaste. Like, from start to finish, it smiles, it's set up, it's all good. Like, that's not the world. The only place that's all good, that's all namaste, nigga, is heaven or the fourth, fifth dimension. We live in the third dimension. There's some evil shit going on around here. And if you not acknowledging the bad, y'all talk all this duality shit. I hear a lot of talk of duality in this spiritual community, but all I fucking see is good being presented. Ain't that some shit? I heard you went to a psychic. What'd she tell you? I mean, she really didn't tell me anything. Damn. How much you pay? A lot? She didn't really seem sure of anything. Well, that's not how I roll. Like, it's like you book with a person who grew up high class their whole life. Never really went through no real shit. Right? Their mentality on life is totally different from, I don't know, a person who grew up in the mean streets of the South Side, fucking wild 100 streets of Chicago. A person who's seen good, bad, and ugly. Who's submersed around death, crime, poverty. You know what I mean? Watched injustice since I was a kid. The shit that I've seen and been exposed to is fucked up. The shit that I've been through just from being a melanated person. My best friend, he's white. Came from a middle class home. Gangster like a motherfucker. Like, he one of them middle class motherfuckers that be in the hood. That trying to touch the people. That's where I met him. In the streets. You know what I'm saying? I had no business in the streets. You feel me? But it's like, he's like Buddha. Nigga left his royalty and really came to the slums to really see what's out here. You know what I mean? And he can handle himself like he's white, but this nigga can go in any hood, and hold himself down. He ain't no punk. You know what I mean? He gangster. He more gangster than some of my gangster homies, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, but I still gotta tell him though, bro. Like, you be in the hood, you see where I come from, you see what I had to go through and shit like that, but bro, you still don't know. See, you can rob a bank, go on a killing spree. You know what I'm saying? Get in your car, smoke a blunt, hop on the freeway, and drive your ass back to the burbs. And you ain't got to worry about cops stereotyping you, harassing you, or even getting pulled the fuck over. You can literally have a body in your trunk, bro. And you can do a lot of shit, and it's like you incognitus. Ain't nobody looking for you. Meanwhile, me, every time I come to your motherfucker neighborhood, he lives in the burbs and shit. So when I go to his area to come see him, cops on my ass. I'm black in a white neighborhood. Yeah, they on me. I can't scratch my ass without motherfuckers seeing or noticing and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different perception that comes from a person who at the bottom than a person who at the top. That's why it's good for people who come from money, who are very high class, to kind of visit the low class, man. Kind of see what is out here, what people really going through out here. Because like I said, it's best to at least catch spiritual jewels from a person that's been through it. Like what my eyes have seen, what my heart has felt, the shit that I have to go through, that I see my mom went through, my peoples went through, my race go through on a daily. The way I look at the world is totally different from how, I don't know, high class people or people who come from different backgrounds look at the world. The life and strife of a melanated person is real. And most of you psychics say melanated, like just keeping it real. I'm saying we better than y'all. I mean, we don't want to go there. We don't want to go there. We don't want to talk about genes and capabilities and shit because it ain't no race. We all the same. But at the same time, you want to fuck with a person who's actually been through some shit, who's actually seen some shit, who actually knows some shit. Life is hard for a lot of people, but some people don't know nothing about that. It's some real injustice going the fuck on right now, but it's a lot of people who don't understand that. Like, if you don't know about struggle, you don't know about black. If you don't know about struggle, you don't know about black. You know what I mean? I can literally make a whole list of shit I know you ain't never been through or done or can't even fathom. That's why I say when the world ends, when the shit do hit the fan, my melanated people, nigga, we straight. It's like we've been going our whole life preparing for the end. We've all had no lights, no food, no water, with no resources, sharing everything. You ever had to share clothes, share underwear, share shoes, share food, fight for food, fight to survive, fight for attention amongst a whole house full of other people seeking the same shit to be sent into the world with nothing? I come from nothing. It's very traumatic being put on this earth with nothing and forced to make something out of it. So a person who went through the fire, who went through hell and back, can tell you a lot about the struggle than a person who ain't never been through shit, but can feel. Like, I feel you. Like, I never been through a situation, but I can understand. No, you don't. Saying all that shit to say this, man. Power, it lies in trauma. Just keeping it real. You know how I got powers? Trauma. Psychics, you know why they got powers? Trauma. Trauma creates the fucking X-Men in you. Pain, suffering, hurt. Like watching your mother die, watching your father die, watching your people suffer, like being mentally manipulated, abused, fucked up. That's where power comes from. The most powerful motherfuckers I know went through the most shit. I'm powerful as a motherfucker, but I've also been through a lot of traumatic shit. My twin flame. The most powerful motherfucker I know, physically and shit, he went through a lot of fucked up trauma. Trauma is the basis of our power. So excuse me if, I don't know, you say you all powerful, but you ain't never been through shit. You don't even know it's struggle out here. You don't even know it's injustice out here. Like, I'm telling you, it's a world within a world. And a lot of y'all are oblivious to it. A lot of y'all don't even know what the fuck black people gotta go through on a daily basis. Black lives matter, bro. Because it never mattered in this country. I'm saying shit one more time in case you didn't get the fuck I just said. Black lives matter. Because they never mattered in this country. All lives don't fucking matter. Because it's only a select few lives that's getting really oppressed. It's getting really fucked up. And I mean, it's really the genetically melanated, advanced people. It's a reason why the man keeps their foot on our necks, the necks of melanated people. it's hierarchy, man. I'm telling you, when no identity. Come on, man. Like, I'm African American, bro. You would never know what it's like to not have an identity. Not even know where the fuck you come from. Don't even have a hint of where you might be or might have been. You know what I'm saying? When I say stolen history, when I say it's a whole generation of motherfuckers out here who have no identity. You know what it's like living your life with no identity? It's like me. Actually, I'm gonna say I swear I'm gonna move on. I've seen my biological father maybe 4 times total in my life. He's rich, comes from a very wealthy ass background, but you know, he watched my mother and me and my twin sister, twins, let us suffer, starve, hurt, stay fucked up. Nigga could have helped but didn't. Cause he don't, I guess, don't want his money took. So you know what I'm saying? This nigga became like a ninja, a ghost. I'm 36 years old. Last time I seen him was like 2 years ago. You know, the extent this motherfucker goes through to stay hidden is beyond me. But what kind of man will sit back and watch his twins suffer? Twins, like, you got twins. I mean, yeah, you got the kids and shit, but it's like the way he sat back and watched motherfuckers suffer was fucking traumatic. You feel me? And it's like, I don't know shit about this man. I be seeing, like, I saw Black Panther and shit. It's all African people got ancestors. Everybody, like I said, it's every race on this planet got ancestors. People they can trace back to a fucking certain point. Except for African Americans. We don't even motherfuckers displaced. We don't even motherfuckers with no identity. It's fucked up. Me being a 36-year-old man with no identity. No lineage. Not knowing where the fuck you come from. Who the fuck you could be. I don't even know what my nationality is, bruh. Like, I'm black, but I know I'm mixed with some other shit. I don't even know what that other shit is. I don't even know half the story. Where the fuck my mom come from? That's one part of the tree. It's a whole branch that's missing. But this is common. Now add that with, like I say, being a product of your environment. Going without shit. Being racially profiled. You know what I mean? Watching your mother suffer from some racist shit. I see my mom go through some racist shit. I watch my mom go through a lot of fucked up shit. Being a single black mother with 3 children on her own, trying to make it out here. When you want to look for guidance, when it comes from like leadership and guidance from people, get it from people who've been through some shit. It's like Pauly Shore, right? I fucking love Pauly Shore as an actor and shit like that. Pauly Shore is the son of a famous actor. He's pretty much been taken care of his whole motherfucking life. It's like him being a psychic and shit. And you go to him for advice. Over like, I don't know, a person like Hip Hop Tarot, you know, gigging the guy, no folks giving crew, like a person who kind of been through it. It'll help fucking with a person who is multidimensional in their trauma. People who've seen some shit, who went through some shit, because you'll get a lot more out of it. That's all I want to say. But you got to power identify that shit and move on amicably. Wrapping this up, going to the future, Divine Feminine, you got yourself. You Divine Feminine. You're the queen of fucking wands. It's how you move that makes you great. Okay? It's what you're doing or done that makes you great. Not what you have, not what you possess, not who you were, not who you was. You know what I mean? Status and shit like that. Divine Feminine, you're supposed to move a certain way. It's a way to move and it's to inflame things. It's a way to move in this ascension process. It'll pay to know how to move. So watch who you get advice from. Watch who you got leading or guiding you. I tell you, it's a lot of smart dummies out here. It's a lot of namaste out here. I'm telling you, people who ain't never been through shit but want to help you through your problems. Motherfuckers who ain't never seen injustice and shit, but motherfuckers that, I don't know. I don't get it. Like I say, I can't fuck with a person who ain't never been through the struggle. I can't fuck with a person who don't understand the struggle, who ain't at least acknowledging reality out here. And the reality of the fact is, this shit ain't namaste, nigga. This shit is a Spike Lee joint, a Quentin Tarantino flick. Ain't nothing perfect. It is not always gonna be good. It's good, bad, and ugly, nigga. Good is just a 33 percentile. Bad, that's 33%. Ugly, that's 33%. It's a 66% chance that it ain't bad, but it's a 33% chance that it's bad. Even if it's bad, it's good, because God don't make no mistakes, and God works in mysterious ways. So if good or namaste is only 33% of the shit, why when I turn on and play any average psychic out here, that's all I see? We ain't talking about them evil, demonic ass motherfuckers y'all love so much. Maybe it's the drama. Maybe it's how they look like a fucking clown. They look like a clown. Maybe you laughing at them. Who knows? You know, all I'm saying is if you're going to get guidance, fuck with a person who's been through some shit. Not a wannabe. It's like a wannabe freak. I hate wannabe freaks. You ain't freaky at all. You're a wannabe freak. It's a lot of shit you wish you could do sexually, but you ain't never did. But you talk like you about that when you ain't about that because you ain't been about that. So when you meet a freaky nigga like me and I try to freak you out, and you act all like you ain't ready for the shit you was playing like you wanted, I hate that shit. You fucking tease. You fucking poser. Get your bitch ass out of here. Like, I thought we was going, you know what I'm saying? Beast out over here. You a wannabe freak. Just tell me you a wannabe. You just lying. You can't even dirty me up, shorty. Like, you ain't even got the arch right. Like, you a fake ass freak. Quit saying you a freak when you not. That's how most of these psychics is. You know what I'm saying? They perpetrating like they the one when they ain't it. I hate a tease, but that's all you get. I hate a lying motherfucker, but that's all that's out here. I fucking hate posers, but it's more posers than chosen ones out here. Just keep that in mind. Final card is message feminine. Four of Swords. It's an idle mind. What's an idle mind? That's a devil's workshop. Why is an idle mind a devil's workshop? Because when you're in your head, you ain't doing shit. You a divine feminine, right? The queen of doing shit. Wands. That's what the fuck you supposed to be doing. Shit. You in your head, you ain't doing shit. Don't be in the trap that the devil be laying for your ass. This is like you stuck in your head. You stuck in a rut. You're taking too much rest, too much relaxation. You ain't doing too much. You too cerebrally in your head and ain't doing what you were put here to do. Action. Anytime you find yourself stagnant, feminine, bust through that shit because this is just a trap to keep you stagnant, to keep you not making the moves that you need to be making out here because you're the queen of moving. That's the message that I got. Let's see what the masculine got going on so I can wrap this up. Hold up.